Happy November, everybody. It is an exciting day. And what's fun about this is that I remember doing this video last year and getting to show like our final fall looks and setting up for Christmas. Today, however, I don't really have much of a beautiful scenery or setup in my house to show you before putting fall away, as much as it just needs to be stowed away. This year, I kind of just honestly grabbed the fall things I had and just put them out. I didn't really get to the fun styling section of things that I normally like to do and have shared here before. So today I'm gonna write down a list of all the things on my mind, because now that I'm a mom, I've got like, okay, we got the whole house of laundry needs to get done. Max does the laundry in our house, but I think we kind of need to play catch up. We're falling a little bit behind. So I'm gonna try to put at least one load in to help Max out. So we've got laundry, so many dishes that need to get cleaned. I need to bake actually for some of our friends we're gonna go see tonight. I'm gonna try to bake them something. They're making us dinner, so I wanna bring something with me. And then cleaning up the house and putting away some of these fall decor things, because I do want to get set up for Christmas this weekend. In last week's video, I got to share how to know if you're with the right person, and that was such a fun video. I got to just sit down and chit chat with you guys. So grateful for that time that we got to spend together, because I think it's such a good, deep, important question that now that I've been married for almost 7 years, it's like you kind of forget about. You move into different kinds of questions now that you're in the marriage phase. So loved getting to step back and talk about those previous times, because I feel like now that I have some years of marriage under my belt, there's just great thoughts I'd love to bring to the table. So I hope that was encouraging for you. If you haven't gotten a chance to listen to that yet, click subscribe, check out the channel. We've got a lot of other things that are going on, but today I'm going to bring you along during our nap time while the baby's down. I've got just under 3 hours to myself to get my life a little bit more organized, because it's driving me nuts. So let's go sit down and write down a good detailed list to make sure we're executing as much of this time as possible. Hopefully this is in focus. It's kind of hard to actually organize these by myself when it comes to filming. And I'm using my camera again this weekend because it's just easier for me to be able to grab my phone if I need to call somebody or check like my list of to-do things. In one way, filming on my phone keeps me from mindless scrolling on accident when I'm like trying to get a few things accomplished. Fun, I'm gonna switch to the November tab, which is so exciting. Okay, November 1st. It's fun that it lands on a Friday this year. And when this comes out, it'll be November 2nd, which is even more fun. I haven't tried this Winter Wonderland flavor yet, but I'm gonna give it a shot now. Max suspects it's gonna be gross. I hope it's really good. It definitely tastes like holiday. I cannot pin what that tastes like. It tastes pink, like a sugary pinky taste. That's the best I could tell you. It's not bad. It's not my favorite. I think that the caramel apple, the witch's brew, for fall is maybe the best flavor as far as like a holiday season kind of thing goes. Okay, let's see. Today I would love to, I'm a paper planner person, and it just helps me keep my life organized. It helps me a lot. And then last week, I actually did an entire week dedicated to using ChatGPT to organize my life and my schedule. It was very interesting. It was actually very challenging, but really good challenge for me. I produced twice as much content. I've been getting up every day at between 6:30 and 7, and that is not like me at all, but I've been loving getting this extra time in the morning that I don't normally have. So that's just a story for another time, but I did not organize my schedule as well this week, and I'm a little bit behind on stuff. So last week was definitely more productive. Okay, first things first, we need to pack fall decor. I remember when I just brought it out the other day. Okay, pack fall decor, which I'm very happy to put it away. I think I'd like to revamp it. I bought a lot of this fall stuff last year and it's just not really speaking to me anymore. So next year, I said this last year, next year I really want to hone it into like a more concrete look and theme. I think I have a lot of pieces that don't really blend together the way I would want them to. So we got to pack fall decor. We need to start one load of laundry. I need to bake blueberry muffins. Okay, this week we watched the Martha Stewart documentary. It was incredible. I just loved getting to hear more about her story. I knew a lot about Martha Stewart, but hearing someone tell their own story about their origin in life is just fascinating to me. So, especially when they're someone as successful as she's been, and then hearing, of course, everything that went down with her trial. So that was so interesting. Because of that documentary, some stuff with Ina Garten was surfacing on my social media, and long story short, ended up hearing, I believe it was Ina Garten, who said something like, whenever you're going to be a guest at someone's home, here are some things that you can bring with you as a gift to the hostess. And one of them, she mentioned it would be a good idea to make sure you don't give them extra work. So if you are to bring them something that's more work for them to have to clean that same night or organize it with the food that they've already planned, that it can mess up their menu. And so bringing them something that doesn't affect the now, but helps them later. So for instance, bringing them breakfast for the next day. So today I'm gonna bake some blueberry muffins for those who are hosting us tonight, so that way they have breakfast taken care of. And I think it's just a fun little twist, and one of those things that is very, the way of people like Martha Stewart or Ina Garten can be so, I think it's just a lost art. I love good hosting and being a good guest, and so I want to be able to continue to bring that to my life and to those around me, which reminds me, I am planning on becoming more hospitable. I love hosting people who stay with us, but I find that I don't remember to invite people over and be a host as often as I wanted to before we could get a home. So now that I have a home, I just want to remember to invite opportunities to host. So I'm telling you guys that because I would love to do some kind of hosting gathering, and maybe we can make a video on that together. Okay, pack fall decor, start a load of laundry, bake blueberry muffins. And then I kind of feel like we just need a little bit of a clean up, but I'll put that in with the packing fall decor. And then on the other side, we do need to clean some dishes because our dishwasher has not been working for most of this year. Specifically the last 3 to 4 months, it's been the worst. And it won't run a whole load. It's just really unfortunate. It's practically a brand new dishwasher. The first dishwasher Max and I have ever owned. We've had to hand wash our dishes for the entirety of our marriage. And then we moved in here and it was a housewarming gift from some family members. So anyways, not under warranty either. So to get it fixed, it just feels kind of like so much work. I'm really bummed about it. So I need to clean some dishes. All right, I think that's honestly a better concise version of what I need to do. There's other things floating in my head, like I need to redo my guest room and freshen that space up. Not redecorate it. I actually already did that this year. That was super fun. But I need to I want to clean up the sheets and all that jazz. And then there's always deep cleaning that needs to be done, but we're going to save that for another time. So I'm going to focus on these 4 things: dishes, laundry, pack fall decor, and bake blueberry muffins. I also want to know, the goal is to bring out the Christmas decor, so I actually am going to write that down as my last hopeful thing. And just get started. So I guess let's start with the load of laundry and get that running so that way we make the most of our time. And then I'm not too worried if I need to bake the blueberry muffins after the baby's nap, but getting a lot of these things packed and organized and then being able to bring out the Christmas decor is probably the biggest part to me. So let's start with the load of laundry. This is our laundry room. It's not very large. We've got our garage door here, and then this is another door. There's actually the door to our pantry here as well. It's kind of a hot mess when it comes to all the doors, so we took out this door frame because these two kept hitting each other, and if all three were open, it was just disastrous. So we did a really small, I last August did a really quick fix up in this space. I painted all the walls white because they were this like gross, honestly it was accessible beige, but it was old. It's probably painted 10 years ago. And one thing about paint and walls, a good fresh coat goes a long way because sometimes colors can change. The sun can even cause paint colors to turn into a different color than it was. So anyways, this space just needed a refresh. I did some peel and stick tile on this backsplash, and then I made this little shelf that holds all of our laundry detergent and things. And then I just put in a little lamp to set the mood, and yeah, got some baskets up top. We actually didn't even have this bar for hanging stuff, and I was pregnant when I was working on this, and I was like so excited about the day that I would get to hang like little baby clothes up here, and it's just sweet. So, oh, of course, okay. I am just gonna use, I'm just gonna wash my pajamas and socks and undies and those kinds of things. I am a huge fanatic for good pajamas, and I got a couple pairs on Old Navy sale, gosh, was that 2 weeks ago now? And I love them. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, then you've seen me already talk about them because they have just brought me little sparks of joy. So I love a good pair of pajamas. I already separated all that laundry. All right. It's kind of a smallish load. One is enough. Okay. All right, let's go work on something else. I took a quick little snacky lunch break, and now I'm gonna just organize and clean all of this section that's been bothering me for a while. And yeah, so let's just do a quick little time lapse of cleaning up some of this fall decor. Outside of like the pumpkins and foliage, I'm actually not sure what else normal things that I have I want to keep out for the fall season either. I have a lot of like warm and rustic things. So just for a clean palette, I'll probably also remove those just so I have a little bit of a clearer vision for how I want to style this area. Which reminds me, I actually have a fun surprise I haven't talked about any of my other channels that I'm going to try to, I'm at least going to pull out something new for the house today. So that'll be kind of fun to share. I got just a little bit of Christmas stuff. It's literally like 2 tiny Christmas trees and a Christmas pillow and a blanket. But we've been needing to like get rid of some of our old throw blankets for the couch, and so this felt like a good time to grab a new one. I'm gonna put away some of these pumpkins that I keep in the buffet behind me. Here's my spring flowers. Christmas lights. I don't think I need this I'm really debating on putting the wicker ones. Yeah, I should put them away. Yes, okay. I'm definitely forgetting what else goes in there. It's normally larger, so I know I'm forgetting something. I thrifted this a long time ago. I'll try to get a better shot of it to show you guys, but it basically is like this organizer on wheels. I think it was $15, which kind of feels like a lot for the thrift store and what it is, but I think that with all the foliage I have, I need to be able to organize it in here better because it's just not fitting inside of the old things I used to use. And I also have like, these are faux flowers and some of them dried from our wedding day, so I don't know what to do with them, to be honest with you. It feels like a disgrace to throw them away. But let's organize some of this stuff. Nap time is actually flying by, which is unfortunate, but I have just about an hour left of time to keep going. I did preheat the oven and I did switch the load from wash to dryer, so that is still moving forward. This is wallpaper that I have in the guest room. They're just like leftover pieces that I honestly need to use to fix it in a couple spots in the room, but who's gonna get to that? Not me. Not right now anyways. That feels like a future Marina assignment. I'm undoing these because I have them all laid out like they're a display and I want them to be compact. This box actually just keeps stowed away inside of a closet. Which now I'm wondering if it's too tall for that closet space with all of these tall pieces in there. Okay, I think that is most of the foliage, but I'm gonna check the house if there's any more. This is pretty full now, but I do need to grab some that's left on the fireplace mantle. I forgot about that. This is honestly an example of like, I kind of threw it up there and didn't fully style it this year. I have had a video 2 years ago, a year ago now, that I did like a really pretty version of this, and this year I just didn't put the energy into it. But if you want to look at last year's fireplace mantle styling, that one was really fun, but I guess it's not fall anymore, so let's take some of this down. I actually found an entire pumpkin that was on top of my fridge that I forgot to put away, which explains why there was so much space. I was like, I know I'm forgetting a pumpkin somewhere and just couldn't find it. So now I gotta take everything out, put it back. I did find a picture on my Instagram stories of how I had it stored earlier, because I was trying to remember, like, how did I have this organized in here? I found a photo, so I'm gonna try to make it look like how it did before so it can fit together. Listen closely. This is a note to me and to you. Take a picture of how you stored it before you put it away. I got to do that with the Christmas decor right now before I take it all out. I'm going to take photos of it before I put it away so I can remember. Okay, well, I do think it's a lost cause, which is an unfortunate waste of time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the rest of this back in here. When I take the baby out for nap time, I'm gonna bake while I feed him. And I did that yesterday. I did dishes and cooked while he did his, like I put him in the high chair in the kitchen, and he takes forever to eat. So it just gives me time to organize some of that. So we're gonna do that today. So that way we can keep this train rolling. I don't know where I'm gonna put this one. I think there's room somewhere in the rest of this for this third pumpkin, so that will have to wait. Man, I'm tired. Okay, I gotta change the battery camera. Hopefully I can come back from this moment. All right, my conclusion is I must have put this pumpkin in this side, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna share with you guys a secret while I put away the rest of the stuff on the other side. Yeah, that is what I, shoot. I don't know how to fix this, but I wish I did. Okay, Lord, protect it all. Amen. Scary. I need someone who actually knows how to fix these things. I think that honestly, I think the wood has just worn away so much that there's not really a way to fix it without adding, like having to add something to it to help it be sturdier. But that's been a problem since we got it. Okay, the rest of my dried foliage I put back in this bucket, and then I just throw this inside of my guest closet, so I'm gonna put that away. I'm sharing an exclusive over here for fun because I feel like it's just such a safe place to just be open and honest about stuff that I don't always have time to dive into on my shorter platforms, because it just feels like there's never enough time to share all the details. So the exclusive is, I love home. I love making home better. I love creating an atmosphere, and I think it's so important to create a warm, safe, inviting atmosphere for not only the family, but other people that get to come through as well. So that being said, there are some things we're doing different this Christmas. Number one, we're actually not doing Christmas presents other than the one tradition Max and I have, which is we buy each other a pair of shoes. And that goes back to our first Christmas when we had this really big fight, and now we use it as a joke. So we buy each other a pair of shoes for Christmas. And then other than that, we might do like a couple things in our stocking, but the majority of our Christmas money we're gonna use towards renovations in the house that really need to happen, and we've been wanting to focus on, but haven't been able to. So that is one way we're going to try and make some of these things happen in the house. We haven't landed on the specifics yet because some of the layout in our house is funky. So before we can just start one project, I might need to get a real designer's advice on my plans, and we haven't even officially made all of our plans yet. So that makes it definitely difficult to have a jumping point. And for instance, if we were to go with doing our kitchen, the kitchen island or peninsula area, before we could level it out to be one platform, there's electrical there. So I couldn't just knock it out. I would need to call an electrician. If I did call an electrician, I would get the electrical fixed in the other rooms that need to happen. So there's so many moving parts to what our home needs, and we're at that point where we really just need second advice, second opinions. So we're gonna drop some potential plans. That being said, the things that I would like to do now are actually in this side of the house. About 2 months ago, I painted this wall behind me. It used to be black. I'm so glad we got to change it. We have black ceilings in the house, in the living and kitchen room area. It's all kind of not quite an open concept, but they're all connected. I would love to paint them white, and I would love to do beams in here. Beams are such a different commitment to get put together, and again, because of the layout, it doesn't make total sense on where to do that yet. And we've got other things that just need more of our attention. For the time being, I have a huge package I ordered this week. I'm gonna open it right now for a couple of reasons. Oh. Number one, if you guessed it, it's a new light to go above here. This one was from IKEA. It was super affordable, and it was a great quick option for the time being. But now that the wall behind it is also white, it just blends in and you can't really see it. So I want to use this moment for some warmth and a little bit of character. I got this on Target, actually. Last time I ordered a big package and let it sit inside the house, it ended up being the wrong thing. And if you have seen any of the drama that's happened in our primary bedroom with the first new bed frame we ordered, that's a long story, but basically I ordered what I thought was a king size bed, and it came in a California king. I'd ordered the wrong one. If I had opened the bed frame upon seeing that the first time, I probably would have figured that out. I let it sit in the hallway until I was ready to set it up for like a month. So we're gonna open this, make sure it looks good. I took the measurements already before I ordered it, and I was like, it's actually the perfect size, which I think is kind of hard to come by. So that's another reason why I ordered it right away when I saw it online. What do you think? Okay, I say it was a good thing, a good find. I'm glad I ordered it. I am, speaking of sharing things that are about to change, I am thinking we might need to get a new dining table for some of the plans I have in here. Truth be told, it's just too large for this space. Obviously, it's very sturdy. I'm sitting on it, standing on it, and I can do that easily because it holds my weight very well, but it's probably not gonna be the best for the long term with some of what I wanna do in this corner. So that might have to go, and it makes me really sad. We worked really hard on this one. All right, so this is just about as far as I've been able to get nap time today. I did a load of laundry and it finished. I got all of the fall decor put away. I still need to do kind of the like sweep, vacuum and stuff, so that way I can bring out my Christmas decor. But honestly, those are two big wins. And even to be honest, like filming for the YouTube channel takes time. So getting the camera set up, I've had to switch the batteries a few times, making sure I got the audio ready. Yeah, and then trying to film short-term content at the same time. So anyways, I just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna work on more of this throughout the rest of my day today, and I hope that this was I hope this project was something that you guys are looking forward to seeing, because I have been dreaming of this for months and I can't seem to shake the vision that I have. I can't just let it go. I really want to bring it to life. So we're gonna work, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it and tell you guys. I'm working on a dining nook, and I would love to get the banquette seating figured out. I think that this corner just kind of screams for something that's charming like that. And because this house, again, has such an interesting layout, I think it would work super well. And I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out. That being said, most of the banquette seating I've found actually has what looks like a smaller table as their dining table. And I'm debating on something that is small and round, still wood, but I don't want it to compete so much with the dining table with this new light fixture. I want it to probably be a darker stain. And then on top of that, I would love it if it had a leaf option, but still a European sort of style. So I guess it might be a tall order. I know what I'm looking for, I know what I like, and I'm also okay with pivoting and figuring out something that is similar without it being so exact. With that vision, if you're good with visualizing stuff, I would love to have two large or comfy slipcover chairs to go on the end on the outside where you can walk up versus the banquette seating. So that's kind of my tall order. I still have other things I would love to do. I mean, I've got these beautiful bay windows. There's just so much to this corner I've always wanted to do. It's a really nice blank space. And we've got, again, like I said, other things in the house that desperately need some changes, because it's just time for some of those things to change. And by foregoing our Christmas presents and doing a renovation, it's honestly a dream come true. So wish me luck. If you have any advice on when it comes to renovation and things, please let me know. Leave it in the comment section. I hope you guys have a wonderful beginning to your November. I'm going to continue to work on making things cozy in this house. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment in the comment section. I love getting to talk to you guys and hear what your thoughts are on some of these projects and things we like to do in the house. So hope to see you guys in the next one, and you guys have a good rest of your day.